the topic is stem.
Can you guess what such plants are called? Many plants like money plant, bittergourd, and pumpkin have weak stems. Such plants cannot stand upright. They need support on neighboring structures to climb up another plant, a wall, or trellis. Different types of climbers have devised many different ways to hold on to whatever they grasp, like tendrils and thorns. Can you guess what such plants are called? Yeah.
So what are climbers? Climbers are the plants that need to take support on the neighboring structures to climb. Is it clear to you?
Yes. Climbers, passion flower, ivy, and sweet peas are few examples of climbers. Some other plants with weak stems, like cucumber, that cannot stand upright, spread on the ground, and are rightly called creepers. Pumpkin.
See, I told you when we were reading the chapter that creepers lie on the ground. See, this is an example of creeper. आपको pumpkin का example दे रखा है किस तरह से pumpkin जो है ground पर फैला हुआ है, ठीक है? तो this one is an example of creeper.
Muskmelon, watermelon are creepers too. A plant looks peaceful enough on the surface, but a whole lot of activity takes place inside it. Shall we take a look? Plant stem is quite like a busy road.
See, this is the structure
This
of a
movement
stem
takes
that has
place
been shown to
through
you.
narrow tubes inside the stem. Even though we cannot really enter inside the stem, we still can see the movement of water and minerals with the help of an activity. We would require a glass, water, red ink, a herb, and a blade for this activity. Pour water to fill 1/3 of the glass. Add a few drops of red ink to the water. Cut the base of the stem of the herb and put it in the glass. Observe it the next day. Do any of the parts of the herb appear to have a red color? How do you think the color reached there? You can cut the stem across and look for the red color inside the stem. From this activity, we see that water moves up the stem. In other words, stem conducts water. Just like the red ink, minerals dissolved in water also move up in the stem, along with the water.
See, stem, what is the function of stem? Stem conducts water and minerals. Weak stem, they are further classified into two categories, that is creepers and climbers. Creepers हेल्पर्स में आएंगे आपके पंपकिन और क्लाइंबर्स में आएंगे रनर बीन्स। और भी एग्जांपल्स हो सकते हैं।
Did you know that an Amazon water lily is as strong as a boat? These lines in the leaf support the leaf, just like the steel bars that support a building. They have many other important functions too. And what are these structures? They are stomata, which means mouths in Greek. Do they not resemble tiny mouths surrounded by swollen lips? What is their function? Today, we will discuss all these and some other interesting aspects of a leaf. Are you ready? The leaf is a very important and interesting part of a plant. This broad green part of the leaf is called the lamina. The part of the leaf by which it is attached to the stem is called the petiole.
Class, is it clear? The part of the leaf that is attached to the stem is known as petiole and the green broad part is known as lamina.
Do all leaves have petioles? These lines on the leaf are called veins. Just as we have fingerprints, leaves have distinct shapes and vein patterns that help us identify what plant they belong to. Do you see a thick vein in the middle of the leaf? This vein is called the midrib. The design made by veins in a leaf is called the leaf venation. The veins consist of tissues which are important for the transport of food and water. If this design is net-like on both sides of midrib, the venation is reticulate. In the leaves of plants such as grass and iris, the veins are parallel to one another. This is called parallel venation. When we breathe out, we exhale carbon dioxide and water in the form of vapor. Do leaves also breathe? Trees drink water through their roots and send it up to all parts of the tree through the stem. Leaves use the water they need and breathe out the excess in the form of water vapor. Water comes out of leaves in the form of vapor by a process called transpiration.
studied कि जब लीव्स में से वाटर बाहर आता है वाटर वेपर्स के फॉर्म में, उस प्रोसेस को बोला जाता है ट्रांसपिरेशन. वाटर कम्स आउट ऑफ लीव्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेपर बाय अ प्रोसेस कॉल्ड ट्रांसपिरेशन. इज इट क्लियर टू यू? Water comes out of leaves in the form of vapor by a process called transpiration.
Each leaf is like a chef. It makes food for the plants with the help of water and minerals from the roots, carbon dioxide from air, and a green substance present in them called chlorophyll. Sunlight is the most important ingredient in this process. Oxygen is given out in the process, which, as you know, is essential for sustaining life. The leaf takes in carbon dioxide and gives off water vapor and oxygen through the stomata. How do we take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide and water vapor? What happens to the food prepared by the leaves? It gets stored in different parts of the plant as starch. The potato stores food. It is the stem of a plant.
Structure is divided into petiole, lamina. Lamina is further divided into parallel venation and reticulate venation on the type of venation. Functions are photosynthesis and transpiration. Clear?
What do cassava, sweet potato, beet, carrot, turnip, parsnip, radish, yam, and horseradish have in common? Yes, these are all edible roots of different plants. The food prepared by the leaves travels through the stem and is stored in different parts of a plant. In plants such as carrots, turnip, etc., the food is stored in the roots. Do roots serve any other function? You'll be amazed at the variety of functions performed by the roots. Let us discuss some of them. Roots are as important as leaves and stems in plant growth because they provide the stems and leaves with a steady supply of water and dissolved minerals. Roots tend to grow in length rather than width. This is because the roots need to go deep into the soil to locate water and minerals. The minerals are chemicals that help the plant to grow. Let us watch an interesting activity to confirm this. Select 2 weeds of the same kind from an open ground and dig them out. Plant one of the weeds in the soil in pot A. Cut off the roots from the other weed and plant it in the soil in pot B. Water them regularly. Observe the plants after a week. Are both the plants healthy? Both the plants are watered regularly, but one is without roots, isn't it? Does this activity help you understand an important function of the root? One important function. Roots are as important as leaves and stems in.
तो क्लास आपने अभी आपको एक एक्टिविटी शो करी गई जिसमें एक में से रूट कट कर दी गई थी, एक में रूट्स थी, ठीक है। जिसमें रूट्स थी वो प्लांट को वेल ग्रो करा, बट जो दूसरा प्लांट था जिसमें से रूट्स कट कर दी गई थी उसकी लीव्स शेड हो गई, ठीक है। तो रूट्स का क्या फंक्शन होता है? रूट्स एब्जॉर्ब लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर एंड मिनरल वाटर एंड डिजोल्व मिनरल्स फ्रॉम द सॉइल। तो रूट्स का क्या काम होता है? रूट्स एब्जॉर्ब करती है वाटर और मिनरल्स जो कि सॉइल में डिजोल्व होते हैं। इज इट क्लियर टू यू फंक्शंस ऑफ रूट्स? तो क्लास आज हमने स्टडी करा स्टेम के बारे में, लीव्स के बारे में, रूट्स के बारे में और शॉप्स, हर्ब्स और ट्रीज के बारे में। आगे यहीं से कंटिन्यू करेंगे। आज हमने रूट्स का फंक्शन पढ़ा, कल टाइप्स ऑफ रूट्स, और आगे कंटिन्यू करेंगे। थैंक यू।